Hey up everyone, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. So we've done the Snowcloak dungeon, and I've flown back from Dragonhead to come and speak to a little Elfino here. I still have a blocked nose, and I do not know why this is happening, because I don't have hay fever or anything like that. So I do not know why I am so nasally. So I sound a bit off. I sound a bit off anyways because, I'm from Yorkshire. We've got right funny accents, but I'm sounding more off now, so I do apologise, as I always do. So let's talk to Alfino. Let's waste no time. Antecedent, you came to us straight from the archives of House Fortom. I trust your time there proved fruitful. Well, she's dressed better than you in this weather. Well, and me, actually. Well, that it had. Eorzea and I scoured countless texts, but what we found was of questionable veracity. Accounts of Shiva's life and deeds are sparse and contradictory, only agreeing upon one point. She was having nookie with a dragon. There! Told you. It's almost like I played this before. She lay down with a dragon, the gravest of all sins, according to the Ishgardian faith. Now, I do not know how... I mean, if dragons were real, they're supposed to be massive. How does one lay down with a dragon without getting hurt, if you know what I mean? They definitely couldn't have kids. Yet in the eyes of Iceheart's followers, there was a holy act, the blessed union of man and dragon. How such a thing could even be possible is quite another question. Suffice it to say, I very much doubt that we will find a useful answer in the archives House Fort Homps. Much knowledge has been lost over the centuries, though in this case, one wonders if it's by circumstance or design. You said that Iceheart took a moment to plead her case prior to escaping, did you not? Well, yes, that's what I said. Viewed without prejudice, most would agree that bringing an end to an endless war serves the greater good. I think Sir Emmerich may take issue with her methods. I do not care if a few stragglers manage to escape. Until the sappers confirm that a tunnel is safe, the men are not to search it. Yes, Lord Commander. You see what I mean? I just did a sniffle then and it was just like... I'm sorry. I know I keep apologising for my nose recently, but I just don't know why. It just keeps blocking up. It's not blocking up to the point where I can blow my nose and it's clear. It literally feels like there's a balloon in each nostril. And it's just not letting me breathe. And I hate mouth breathing. It feels weird. Plus I've got asthma, so it's not really good for that. You pursue your foes with less zeal than I had expected, Sir Emmerich. Lest you misunderstand, I do not deny that our enemy has given us good reason to be prudent. I merely meant, you being a man of faith, that I had expected a certain single-mindedness. After all, was it not by the will of Halone that your ancestors came to this land? Why they took up arms against the Dravanians? What would they have done in your position, I wonder? There are those who believe that faith is a renunciation of free will, that unquestioning devotion is required of all who live a life in service to the Fury. Such righteous fervour may well serve a knight on the front lines, less so a leader of men. We are all at liberty to interpret the scriptures as we will. I choose to believe that the Fury would value the lives of her followers over the deaths of her enemies. But I would not presume to speak for the Knights of Eld. It was a different time, nay, a different era, and scriptures tell us only so much. Would that it had told us more. Oh, he's back again. Oh, it's her this time. She just came over and... See, look, she's already gone. That man is awfully pragmatic for a servant of the Holy See. A welcome trait at the negotiating table, to be sure. Less so when one's enemies are making ready to harness the power of a god. Mayhap he does not truly believe that Iceheart's plan can succeed. Truth be told, I too remain somewhat sceptical. Shiva was real, a living, breathing woman. Of that there can be no doubt. In this respect, she differs from every other figure to have been summoned, each of whom was worshipped as a god. The sole exception being good King Mogulmog XII. The myth made manifest is in response in the fervent supplications of the Mogul's guard. I said all that wrong. Saint Shiva may differ, but what of the heretics? They're a tribe of outcasts at war with a mighty nation, who yearn for the resurrection of one who embodies their beliefs. If that is not placing one's faith in a higher power, then what is? Crystals and conviction, Minfilia. They have them both in abundance. Can that truly be all that is required? My survey team has concluded a preliminary analysis of the aetheryte Iceheart used to escape. They believe that she teleported to another aetheryte, somewhere not far to the west. Despite the apparent proximity of the second aetheryte, however, they have been wholly unable to detect its presence directly, unless Iceheart has some means to mask its signal. I can only presume she had destroyed it to prevent us from following her. Without the means to teleport as she did, we have no choice but to search for an alternate route. Most likely a tunnel, assuming one exists. Let's not give up on the teleportation just yet. One of our colleagues in Charlia may be able to assist us. I pray that you are right. I dare not think how long it will take us to survey the entire tunnel system. But you gotta have faith! While Minfilia looks into our aetheryte problem, I would request your assistance with another matter. The third unit is currently tracking the remnants of the heretic force which attacked us. However, the search goes poorly, despite our numbers. Kurthus is vast, and Iceheart's followers know the terrain far better than we. Your knowledge of this region may serve to hasten the process. The sooner we capture Iceheart's followers, the sooner we can press them for their leader's whereabouts. Although it is admittedly a selfish request, I feel that my braves would benefit immensely from working alongside you. While we have our share of veterans, we also have more than a few less experienced recruits, many of whom look up to you, in case you are not aware. Good. I knew you would understand. Eorzea and can apprise you of the details. When the task is complete, come and find me at the observatorium. Captain Ilbert and I are meeting there to discuss the latest developments in his investigation. The Temple Knights shall hold Snowcloak in our absence. Let us leave them to their work. Ours is more pressing. So my room is literally one of the smallest rooms in the house, and somehow there's a fly in here. And it's doing my nutting. It keeps flying in front of my face. And I just want to slap its little face off.
There you are, Yorkshire. Commander Levieux instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome, believe me. Most of the third hail from Uldar, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand. Nary a moment ago, I received word that the heretics we see have been spotted making for Danathan Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I don't earn my coin.
No one even said that. God. You need chill pills, you Eorzea. Well, I hope you're all well today. I'm not even going to say what I did today because it's literally the same as what I do every day. Today, in about half an hour, I'm going to take my mum somewhere, so I don't have a lot of time. But I wanted to get a video made, so... Thal's balls, my ankles are on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something and twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead though, through Danathan Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for tracks. The snow is fresh, so they shouldn't be hard to find. The snow's always fresh here. Like, literally. I keep having to like mute a mic just to, you know, get a sniffle. Get a sniffle in. Just try and get these balloons out of my nose. Or whatever's up there. Could be like a... It could be like a dead spider or something that got up there when I was sleeping once. You never know. Never say never. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Hey up, you big sausage. Oh. Zion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There's a great scaled beast and... Eorzea? I think he went east on his own. The heretics split up, so we did too. I don't know why I'm doing silly voices for these people. I really don't know. It's just me. I'm just having a psychotic day. Like every day. Go away. We don't want you here. Hey, yeah, let's do the stunning. You bitch. I'll deal with you, because you're annoying. You're dead. You're gonna die now. See you later. Eorzea. Oh no.
Embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice that they had doubled back. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife in the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest. And lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to that observatorium. Give the signal and wait. The merchant will be watching. Be late, be left for dead. Speaks for itself, does it not? They can't possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we should restrict our search to the surrounding areas. Let me rephrase that. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. Oh, shut up, there's not bloody wrong with you. There's no wrong with him. Not even nothing and puffing. No need for that. So yeah, I was thinking about like playing this, like not like doing a let's play, because obviously I'm doing that on this one. But playing this, I have mentioned it before, and doing it in first persons, like playing the game literally like this, all the way through, like even in dungeons and stuff. I think it'd be quite funny. But we'll see. It's just an idea. I'm through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. Oh, the woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passes through the gates. Well, stay with her then if you think you'll fare any better. No, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred snow-capped peaks where blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. No, I haven't done no wrong.
None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it all you will. You shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are the only ones that are skilled in the art of interrogation. Damn it all. Oh, cry me a river. You did this to yourself. Fancy meeting you here, Yorkshire. I presume your work with the third brought you hither? What a tangled web, lest you wonder. We came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who had been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favourite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Ugiri and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alfino is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid your search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influences in this land, to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from occurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you would allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is a most generous offer, Lady Ugiri, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear for a time, know that I shall never be far, and shall always be watching. That's quite a scary notion, because like, what if I'm on the toilet, like having a poo, or I'm in the shower, shaving my legs, and she's there just judging me on the top of my shower curtain. A comforting thought. Come, Yorkshire, let's wait inside for Captain Ilbert to return and deliver his report. Alright then, we'll do that. There he is. Hello, Alfino. Captain Ilbert seemed confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it will bring us any closer to learning the Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are to be spared another wild dodo chase. The God knows we have more than enough to occupy our time as it is. Oh, sniffle, sorry. Ooh, let's try these on. Oh, now that's fancy. Oh, now that's fancy. No, I don't like that one. Captain Ilbert, your report if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us naught that we did not already know of Shiva. We have simply handed him over to the Ishgardian authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment route. Go on. You'll recall the flare we first identified as being the Ivy's employ. From him we were able to trace a trail of conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail came to an abrupt end, fearing that the investigation had been compromised. We took the necessary step of detaining all suspected of conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Revenant's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep an inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with benefactors, thereby ensuring the needs didn't go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of the shipment bound for settlement. Needless to say, that included those originally from House 4 Tom. He knew the precise route the caravan would take, and he sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Well, that is one mystery solved, at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to piss? I was going to put piss. I was going to say pissing. That doesn't say pissing at all, does it? God, I got swear words on my brain. Are we any closer to prizing off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In a desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only in the high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider, then, that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Rauban's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames' establishment? It is the most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked, and remain above suspicion all these years? Aye, I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. The three grand companies, Uldar's was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa and Godani had long-standing armed forces that lent themselves well to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. That was a long sentence. To all the intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Uldar's military was made up of disparate orders, more of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a Grand Company. The difficulties Rauban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known, even after he convinced his fellow syndicate members to share the cost. There remained the small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier than now, aye. The Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the monetarists ultimately agreed to support the organisation's founding, it was not out of charity that they did so, but simple self-preservation. Had Nail Van Darnus' ambitions been any less apocalyptic, you may be sure that they would never have risked supplying Rauban with an army. It is but a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any one of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to steal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting crystal shipments. If they noticed anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in like manner to the other primals, the heretics will be looking for further supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Emmerich informing him of our success in identifying the heretics' abettors. Hopefully, the information will be of some use to the Ishgardians. There's a lot of talking there. And my nose is doing my head in. I'm sick of having a blocked nose now. Can you make it go away, please? It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald, it would seem. As commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany me, Yorkshire, as the realm's stoutest champion. It is only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and that Antecedent has already given her contest, lest you worry. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. That means that I don't have to talk to her. You are the best, Alfinono. But that is going to have to be it for this video. Like I said, I've been quite busy this morning, and then I've got to now try and edit. Well, I don't really do much editing because it's a Let's Play, but you know, I like to put my end credits, as it were, at the end. So I have to like do a whole rendering just to add that on, and it takes ages. I don't know why rendering takes ages. It's 2026, man. Or maybe it's just the PlayStation 5, I don't know. I've never rendered on a computer before, so... Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself. Please like, subscribe and comment. We are very, 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 very close to Heavensward now, so come on. Let's get some Heavensward lovers watching. Anyways, thanks again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.